I welcome you on behalf of the Virgin Islands Olympic Committee. We'd like to welcome the Honorable Governor, Kenneth E. Mapp, Governor of the United States Virgin Islands. Please stand. Just as good as you. All is well?
Thank you. Good morning. Please be seated. Senator. Commissioner. Mr. President. Good morning to everyone, and welcome to Government House. I understand we're here this morning to launch or unveil the new Virgin Islands Olympic Committee logo. Mr. President Morales, let me first acknowledge a member of the legislature, Senator Myron Jackson. Welcome. See former Senate President Ronald Russell here. Welcome. My esteemed Commissioner of Health, Dr. Michelle Davis. Welcome, Mr. Buchelter from the West Indian Company. And my Assistant Commissioner. And ladies and gentlemen, my fire director is sitting in the middle of the audience. Are you a member of the Olympic Committee, or are you just here in case we break out in fire? My director of the lottery is here as well. Well, I'm here. I'm just as anxious. You're going to unveil a new logo. In 2001, I returned to the U.S. Virgin Islands. I went back to school and came home. And I didn't like the license plates that they were using at the time. I think there were some yellow or orange license plates. Myron, I think we're going back through that again now with these new plates. With all the words I'm getting on the Centennial plates. But I didn't want the yellow plates. And so they told me I could order my own personalized plate. And at that time, there was the Virgin Islands Winter Olympic license plates. I don't know if the VI had a bobsledding team, but they had these wonderful, beautiful Olympic plates. And I want you to know on my personal vehicle from 2001 to now, so about 15 years, I still have that plate on my personal vehicle. Twice the Bureau of Motor Vehicle tried to capture the plate and told me it was too old, I needed to change it. They had no more Winter Olympic plates. So I'm hoping that as part of this unveiling and the logo, you're going to have some personalized plates on the Olympic Committee? Well, if you are, you're going to get some more support from me, because I don't know if I want to go with the Centennial plate. I gotta put it on my government vehicle, but I don't know about my personal car. I want to welcome all of you to Government House, and I look forward to this unveiling. And I'm going to turn the program over to the President, Mr. Angel Chico Morales. And I know Mr. Morales, for years we go back to the old Morales family and the old pastime of Villa Morales, and seeing you come right up and move to St. Thomas. John, he hasn't explained that to the Cruisians yet, how he moved over here, but we'll talk to you one day when you're in St. Croix about that. But come on up and take the program over and tell us what we have to do. All right? Thank you.
I'd like to introduce to you and call to the podium the Honorable Angel Chico Morales, President of the Virgin Islands Olympic Committee, for some small introduction, as well as like to introduce members of the Executive Committee of the Olympic Committee, starting with the General Secretary, Ms. Lynn Reed. We have Mr. Anson Sliger as the Vice President, St. Thomas, St. John. Mr. Joe Buchelter, Treasurer. Myself, John Abramson Jr., Vice President, St. Croix, and our executive staff, Ms. Bridget Berry. I want y'all to give a special round of applause to Ms. Berry as being one of the people that really put this together. I'd also like to take this opportunity to recognize all of the commissioners and directors. I'm not going to try and call everybody's name. So if you could all stand up for us so we could give you a round of applause. Commissioners and directors presently serving in the Mapp administration. And I thought I would save the athletes for last, and that's really why we're here. And I want y'all to really give my athletes a good round of applause. We have Mr. Clayton Laurent from boxing. He's a medal winner, recently got it, very important guy here. We have Mr. Cy Thompson from sailing. We have Eddie Levette We track none of these individuals are here right now. Clayton is our only athlete here, so if y'all want a personal autograph, he's available. I put you in thing, don't worry about it. We have Miss Rex Tillis and Kaylee Watson, they're both in swimming. We have also with us Miss Katie Tenenbaum for winter sports, skeleton. Again, another athlete here with us. So with that said, I'd like to call on Miss Reed to give us a small update of, this is our 50th anniversary, and we're looking forward to it. So I'm gonna have Lynn give you a small overview of what to expect in the next coming months and how you can be financially assisting us in this endeavor.
Good morning, everybody. We're really excited to have our 50th anniversary. We started off with just 6 federations. We now are up to 24. We've just come off a very successful photography contest where we had over 75 entries for our prizes, and they will shortly be seen in places around the island so you can see our athletes and our island sports. We are also sponsoring a poster contest in the schools. We hope to take many posters with us when we go to Rio to give to the other nations so they can see the artwork of the Virgin Islands school children. We have a golf tournament at Mahogany Run on July 17th. We hope we'll see a lot of you there golfing or being hole sponsors or just being volunteers. Our 50th anniversary banquet will be September 17th on St. Thomas, and you'll be hearing more information about that. June is Olympic month, and we'll have activities every weekend in different sports, plus the annual Olympic Day runs, both on St. Thomas and St. John and St. Croix. So join us in celebrating our 50th year. We're very excited.
Let me not be remiss, I'd like to recognize Mr. Leonard Mr. Leonard Bonelli, the former longtime treasurer of the Virgin Islands Olympic Committee. Mr. Bonelli, please take a bow. As you know, the month of August will be the Rio Olympics. I will be the chef de mission. We'll be taking a delegation to Rio. Hopefully we'll be there a few weeks early to start getting prepared with the sailors and a number of other athletes. A lot of times we don't really hear much about the Olympic Committee, but I'm urging you all to keep your ears wide open and to assist us as much as possible in trying to bring in some financial assistance. Being on the other side of the world and having people away from home for long periods of time requires money. We gotta buy uniforms, send them across the world. These costs are surmountable, and if we get your assistance, I think that we can be in a really good place. Again, Rio is a big issue for us. I think it's, again, our 50th anniversary. We are looking to do extremely well. This has been a pretty good year for us. We did very well in the Central American and Caribbean Games in Veracruz, Mexico. We also did fairly well in Toronto for the Pan American Games, and so we're going to culminate the year with our athletes. And again, this is a big thing, y'all. Come on, going to the Olympics is like a once-in-a-lifetime thing for an athlete. So I really want y'all to throw your support behind them for this Rio delegation, and I'll be calling on you individually as I need to. So I look forward to doing that. With that said, I will call on the president, Mr. Angel Chico Morales, to give some remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Abramson. Good morning, everybody. Governor Mapp, Senator Jackson, commissioners, federation presidents, public in general, and especially the media who will bring the word out today. To begin with, the Rio Olympics, like John mentioned, we have 6 athletes who are definitely on the team and we're expecting another 4 for our team to go up to 10 athletes. And that's specifically putting the burden on our federation president for track and field, because that's where the extra 4 athletes will be coming from. And also, Governor Mapp, the license plates, yes, there are some right now. It's just a matter, and I think our administrative assistant will be able to help you before we leave today. Yeah. Okay. Okay, in 2012, when I became president of the Virgin Islands Olympic Committee, one of my goals outside of athlete development was to make the Virgin Islands Olympic Committee more visible in our community and promote the Olympic values for the betterment of our society. All this began with developing a strategic plan that would give us direction. And an outcome of this strategic plan was to rebrand the Virgin Islands Olympic Committee and give it a new image. A new image that would bring the Virgin Islands Committee into the 21st century. Today, I am happy to announce that we have partnered with MLB Creative, and together we have created a new logo by which the Virgin Islands Olympic Committee will be known globally. Shall we show it now? Yeah. This new logo is an abstract depiction of, of a madras colored dynamic bird in flight. It conveys movement and spirited flight in an upward direction to symbolize hope and aspiration. It also suggests waves and rolling hills with vibrant color palette inspired by Caribbean flora and fauna. The Virgin Islands Olympic movement is celebrating 50 years as an officially sanctioned body by the International Olympic Committee. The new branding signifies the spirit of the Virgin Islands people and athletes as bright, confident, and soaring to new heights. This new logo is the start of a new chapter in the Virgin Islands Olympic movement. We are opening our doors to corporate sponsorships and individual donations to be able to fund more grassroots sports programs and increase training opportunities for our Olympic-bound athletes. I want to thank my executive, which were already named, for their work and support in realizing this vision. My federation presidents in accepting and approving this vision. The government of the Virgin Islands, who outside the International Olympic Committee is our biggest sponsor, and MLB Creative, who will give us guidance moving forward towards the next 50 years. I thank you very much.
I did want to take this opportunity also to introduce some of the Federation presidents. We have quite a number here, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity to do that. So if I call your name when you stand, we have former Senator Ronald Russell for track and field, Mr. Philip Shannon from sailing, Miss Lucinda Hobson from volleyball, Clancy Slaughter from wrestling, Miss Shireen Gums from taekwondo. No. We have Miss Margaret Murphy, chess. Mr. Bill McComb from tennis. Mr. Yuri Gasper from winter sports. Mr. Nevin Phillips from golf. And last but not least, Mr. Paul Jordan from shooting. I've been asked. Oh, but didn't see you, Dennis, and Mr. Dennis Brown from baseball. Didn't see you, Dennis. Oh, we also have Miss. See, y'all came late, man. You always be on time. We have Mr. Ronald Moorhead from bowling. Give them all a round of applause. At this time, I've been asked by the photographer for the executive committee if you could come to the podium so that we might be able to take a quick photograph. Executive committee. Governor Mapp, I'd appreciate if you would join us as well. Around the issue, we can just slide it back. Okay, so we don't go to the. While I'm up here, I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank the business community and the community at large for coming out this morning. Again, the Olympic Committee, we work a lot in quietude, if that's a word. We work a lot very quietly, but we do get the job done. As you can see, we do have a product to offer. We have a number of really great athletes in the Virgin Islands. Y'all see that all the time. I don't think we give them enough credit for the kind of work that they do on a daily basis. For most of us, it's easier for us to tackle onto an athlete after they have made some achievement. But every morning when they're getting up to go run and do the preparation in order to be there and represent our nation. And by the way, in the Olympics, the Virgin Islands isn't just an island nation. We are a country unto ourselves. So I wanted to make that clear. We are not the United States Virgin Islands. We are the Virgin Islands in the Olympic world. We're a country all by ourselves. So I think we should come with some real national pride and remember how important it is to support our athletes and make sure that we give them some, as they say, big ups when you see them in the street. Because like I said, I know what it feels like to get up early in the morning to try and run and maintain some kind of semblance of health. And I know for them, it must be a chore because they do a really great job. So this is a small rendition of some of the logo items that we will be donning during the Rio Games. We have the hat, we'll have the shirt, as well as we'll have a warm-up jacket and pants. And we will be also sporting some new blazers, the executive committee during that period as well. That'll be embroidered with our new logo. Again, we have these items. And by the way, we can also, after we've outfitted the team, we could always use an additional couple of dollars if y'all are interested in supporting us in purchasing some of these items so that you can feel that you've made some strong contribution to the Olympic Committee. Thanks a lot, Clayton. I'd like to thank you all for coming this morning. As always, we're going to be short and sweet. We're not going to waste a whole lot of time today. I'd like to thank y'all for having been here. Governor Mapp, I'd like to especially thank you for the warm welcome that you provided us, as well as the rest of the, excuse me? Oh, okay. See, I just got a word. We have some goodies for everyone, so don't leave before you actually get some of the goodies. Mr. Anson is going to give you a bag and a shirt, I believe. A bag, shirt, and a hat for each person that is here. So before you leave, make sure that you get your goodies from Mr. Nansen. But again, I'd like to thank you all for coming here and being with us today. I look forward to seeing all of your faces at our upcoming events for this 50th year. More specifically, especially our golf tournament and annual banquet that's taking place. Again, on behalf of the Virgin Islands Olympic Committee, I'd like to thank you very much for having been here. We'd like to now open the floor if there's any questions for the press to have an opportunity to ask any questions. See, I'd love it when there's no questions. I mean, the job is well done. So, y'all can mill about. Again, thank you for being here. We appreciate it very much. Thank you much.